The Basketball Champions League, and tonight we are here in the Czech Republic as Opava make their debut in this competition against French opposition in Nanterre, taking part in their second consecutive Basketball Champions League campaign. Well, that's what the Basketball Champions League does, put smiles on people's faces. It's a terrific competition that's been hugely well received over the course of the last few years, and everyone is incredibly excited to get going once again. A couple of games have already taken place. Tenerife beating Bonn 87 points to 68 yesterday, and Venezia got the better of PAOK 69-59. And of course, more matches here today to try and complete Group B. And the first round of games will then be done. So alongside this one, also have Una Toulon taking on Fribourg Olympic as well. That's not tipping off for another hour and a half or so. And then each team would have played their first game in this season's Basketball Champions League. Well, Opava are only the second team from the Czech Republic to appear in the competition after Čes Nymburk. And they actually finished second to Nymburk in the Czech League last year to book their spot here in the Champions League. And the 2017 FIBA Europe Cup champions Nanterre, well, they've had to come through qualifying to reach the group stage, and they'll be looking to improve on their round of 16 exit by Banvit last season. Well, they've lost a few, have Nanterre. The likes of Jamal Schuler and Shafatzik as well have moved on, so it's going to be interesting to see how they cope without them, but they've brought in some good players as well. The likes of Demetrius Treadwell and Adas Juskavicius, Julian Gamble, Dominic Waters, to name just a few. And they're certainly putting their faith in youth, Nanterre, because it's only Dominic Waters, who's 32 years of age, who is the only member of this team older than 30. So they're going to be one of the fastest running and gunning teams in Europe, and certainly going to be exciting to watch, there's no doubt about that. Well, as for Opava, well, they're pretty unique in the sense that they will field an all-Czech lineup. They don't have one single foreign player in their roster. So great for Czech basketball that all of these players are going to be experiencing a big European competition like the Basketball Champions League, and pitting their wits against some of Europe's best and some of the world's best, of course, with Nanterre having quite a few Americans on their roster. But a great experience for the Czech side, something that I'm sure they've been watching Čes Nymburk do over the course of the last few years. And they'll love to try and replicate the success that they've had as well. It's just a great time as well to play these games. As soon as work finishes, you can dart down to the local hall and support and watch your team in the Basketball Champions League. It's every single week as well. Tipping off yesterday. The regular season concludes on the 6th of February. It's pretty much every week as well. They do have a brief rest over the Christmas and New Year periods, and for any FIBA Basketball World Cup qualification windows. But on the whole, it is a weekly event, so going to be interesting just to see how they cope with it. Nanterre will be used to it. As I said, they played last year as well, and they had good success in the FIBA Europe Cup, so they kind of know what it's all about, trying to cope with both the domestic campaign and the European campaign. But Opava, well, the drums are out, the scarves are out, the t-shirts, the works, as the teams are just introduced to the crowd, who will be noisy. They will try and act as their 6th man today to try and guide them over the line. But 32 teams competing in the regular season, divided into 4 groups of 8 teams. So each team in the group will play each other home and away. And then 16 teams advance to the playoff phase. That consists of the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. So it'll be the top 4 teams from each group. The 5th and 6th place finishes in each group will qualify for the FIBA Europe Cup playoffs. That's the competition that Nanterre had success in last year. The final 4 doesn't take place until the weekend of the 3rd and 5th of May in 2019. And of course, 2019 is just going to be a tremendous year for basketball, with the World Cup starting as well in late August, going into about mid-September. There is a Basketball Champions League app as well that you should certainly download. It's got all the latest news and highlights and various things that you need to be kept informed about, so make sure that you download that, and it can guide you through the whole season. But it will be interesting to see just how Nanterre cope without both Jamal Schuler and Heiko Schafatzik. They were both 2 of their key men, 2 leaders in their side. But certainly the likes of Adas Juskavicius is a good signing, the Lithuanian. I mentioned that Nanterre have had to come through qualifying. Well, Juskavicius had 13.7 assists, 6 rebounds in his debut against KU Basket. Showed what he's capable of. Jene Yilmaz, Özlem Yalman and Vile Selki are the officials for us today. Officials have been superb for us in the Basketball Champions League. Some of the best officials around Europe that officiate in all of these games. So the Nanterre starting 5, they go with Julian Gamble, Hugo Invenitsi, Lehau Konats, Hauke Paulson. That's another new signing, Paulson, the Icelander, and Dominic Waters as well. Paulson has represented Iceland at Eurobasket 2015-2017. He averaged nearly 12 points a game in Eurobasket 2017 last year. So keep a lookout for him. There is Pascal Donadieu, the coach of Nanterre. Unfortunately, had to retire as a player pretty early on. He was only 27 years of age back in 1991. He suffered terribly with knee injuries, did Pascal Donadieu. So yeah, unfortunately as a player, wasn't quite able to perhaps reach the heights that he would have expected, but he's had good success as coach of Nanterre. He's been here since 1987, can you believe? Klecker, Zabrenik, Gniadik, Bunok and Jakub Serina are the starting 5 for Opava. Certainly Jakub Serina is the man who they'll be looking to try and get the ball into as often as possible. Very much a bit part kind of role player for the national Czech side since 2011. Serina, he did go to Eurobasket 2017 last year, but certainly for his side, Opava plays much more of a key role and gives him a chance to show just what he can do in that leading role on the main stage. We just saw Petr Zudek, the head coach of Opava, former captain of the Czech Republic, an 8-time winner of the NBL Czech Basketball League as well. Well, there might be a few nerves just jingling around here in the Opava side. Would have waited so long for this opportunity, and they want to grab it with both arms if they possibly can. But they're against an exciting young French side here in Nanterre, who certainly will come into this one as favourites. But as we all know, it doesn't always work like that in any sport, and especially with this rather boisterous crowd behind them as well, looking to try and spur them on and pick up their first win in this year's Basketball Champions League. Well, we're glad it's back, aren't we? That's for sure. It's going to be months and months of fun and entertainment and excitement until the Final Four gets underway next May. But first, the regular season needs to be sorted out. Opava making their Basketball Champions League debut, taking on Nanterre in this regular season Group B fixture. So it's Nanterre who control the tip. Here is Waters. Just took a little deflection on the way through. Nanterre will keep it. Came off Gniadek. It's Waters again. Oh, nearly had it stolen away from him. Hugo Invenizzi did well to keep it, although unfortunately he didn't quite back up that as he then throws it out of bounds, and Opava will get their first offensive possession of the game. It's always important that you start well, certainly making your debut. Last thing you want to do is get blown away in this first quarter. Throws it back outside, opportunity to shoot the three, which he does, and the first points for Opava are knocked down. And it's Radim Kleka. Well, that is just the start they wanted. A nice early three. Here's Konat. Shot clock is down to 3. Little left-hand jump hook, can't get it to go. Tries to throw it up. Too much traffic around him, Julian Gamble. That's nice, and a beautiful finish with the left hand as well. And Opava have started well, go out to a 5-0 lead. Here is Konat. Konat, lovely pass, the defense just went AWOL. And an easy layup, so Nanterre get their first points of the ball game. Shot clock doesn't seem to be working particularly well at the moment. Here is Jakub Serina. Another three on the way. This one was in and out. Offensive rebound. Last touch, though, actually came off Gniadek. And Nanterre will get possession. So they'll get a 14-second reset here, Nanterre, to Dominic Waters, who was with Pinar Karşıyaka in Turkey last time out. Again, the shot clock is all over the place, so I'll just ignore it for the time being until hopefully we get it sorted. Opava steal it back. Here is Klečka. Klečka, nice pass, and again it's an easy two. Moving the ball well in the early stages of Opava. Waters to Hugo Invenizzi. Now Hauko Palsson, the Icelander, throws it out to the corner. Open three for Konat, just comes up a little short. Big, strong rebound. And now they're looking to try and push the tempo. Unfortunately, Klečka had his back turned. Had no idea the pass was coming, so they turn it over. Nanterre get it back. Must be pretty happy with the opening 3 minutes, though, in their Basketball Champions League debut. 'Lahau Konat. Into the low post. Campbell draws the foul. 29 years of age now is Julien Gamble, hugely experienced player. Oh, Palsson and Invernizzi not quite on the same wavelength there. It's been a bit of a scrappy start here by Nanterre. Go one of two ways playing a side making their debut in a competition. They can either be kind of really nervous and a little bit cagey. They don't want to make a poor start, so they almost kind of retreat within themselves. Or they can be so inspired and up for it, they can come out all guns blazing. And it certainly seems as though Opava have done the latter rather than the former. Klečka throws up the mid-range jumper. Nice shot from Radim Klečka, who started well. He's up to 5. 2 for 2 from the field. Been with Opava all his career, Radim Klečka. A little fortunate there, did Hauke Palsson. So Konat's now turned the ball over, and timeout is called by Pascal Donadieu after a pretty sloppy start in the opening 4 minutes or so here.
Zkus ho tam a uděláme backdoor, krásně. Pokud by to nevyšlo, tak je tady slabá strana a Marťas. Od Martina odstoupí. Martine. Spodní. A další útok, Martine. Zahrajeme parohy kolem Martina. Martin pápne, bude krásně volný a vystřelí.
Well, that was the first points of the game from Radim Klečka. Hauke Palsson, although he has scored the 2 points, he's had a bit of a shaky start. There's the 3, he's on the way, and he's the man they're going to look to, Jakub Serena again. And already it's a double-digit lead here for Opava, just the start that they were after. To make sure the ball got over the half court in the 8 seconds. Invernizzi. Lahaukanat, tricky shot, tries to bank it in. That's a lovely touch off the glass from Lahaukanat. 26 years of age, signed from Le Mans last year. Serena again, lovely pass inside, good defense by Julien Gamble. It's a little bit better from Nanterre. Now Konat. Waters wants it. Waters gets it. Invernizzi. Didn't see too many other options through the 3. Offensive rebound by Palsson. Little pass behind the back, and he has it stripped off him. Oh, but they've just thrown it straight away to Invernizzi. It's a shame. So well initially, Invernizzi. This is a better looking shot, and this time he knocks down the 3, and Hugo Invernizzi with his first points of the game. So they've had 5 unanswered points here. Nanterre, the little teardrop is good, and Radim Klečka just cannot miss at the moment. 3 from 3 from the field, and he's up to 7. As is the lead, Palsson. Now Dominic Waters. Waters draws the foul. Foul goes on Serena. Yeah, but he really enjoys playing in an environment like this. Jakub Serena, who struggles for game time with his national side. He's very much just a role player, comes off the bench, but certainly here for Opava, he is the man they are looking to lead this side, as the 2 is nice from Don Waters. His first points of the ball game. Looks as though the shot clock has been fixed as well at the bottom of your screen, so that's good news as Serena lines up another 3. This one is way off target. The offensive rebound is good. Can't quite get it back, but he grabs his own board again, throws it back outside. The 3 is way short, and Nanterre will get it. Well, they had a couple of chances there. He did well, did Rostislav Dragun. A couple of offensive boards, but just a little heavy-handed under the hoop as Gamble checks out. Had the most blocks in the BBL in 2018 when he was with Telecom Baskets Bonn, did Julien Gamble, so he's great not only on the offensive end but also on the defensive side of things as well. Beautiful bounce pass, and he slams it home two-handed. Jean-Marc Panzer, the youngster, only 21 years of age, but an exciting talent is Panzer. And you just sense Nanterre beginning to warm to the task, but Opava are not letting them back in it. The score, by the way, I believe is 16 points to 11 rather than 14-7. They are just struggling a little bit with our graphic at the moment. Serena, I think the foot was inside. This will be a 2 if it goes, and it does. And Jakub Serena is up to 5 points personal. Waters to Canot. Canot drives into the lane. Ah, oh, beautiful finish as well. Had a little look at the referee. I think he thought it should have been an and 1. No whistle. So just the 2. Open look at the 3. They need to try it. Protect that perimeter a little bit better, Nanterre, as another 3 goes down. This time from Martin Niadek. He's 3 for 3 from the field as well. And Opava up to 21 points. The lead is 8. And the Czech side just continue on their merry way at the moment. Again, it's an open look. Both Panzer and Waters were guarding Serena. That's the problem. And it just allowed Niadek the uncontested 3. We got just under 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Here is Konat. In Venezia. Konat again. Throws it back outside. Waters throws up the 3. Can it with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And Don Waters is up to 5. And Nanterre needed that just to draw them a little bit closer. 21 points to 16 is the score. So just 5 points in it. And to be honest, I think Nanterre will probably take that. Opava have played really nicely in this first quarter. Nanterre perhaps not quite at their best. And yet they're only 5 points down, which is good news for them. Pass underneath. Foul goes on Konat. And it'll be the first trip to the foul line. And it's Miroslav Kvapil who will shoot the 2. Was 8th on the rebound leaders list in the NBL last year was Kvapil, averaging 7.3 rebounds a game. way behind Martin Fish, who led the way with 14 rebounds a game. Waters, Connaught steps back. This will be a three, way off target. Connaught actually grabs his own rebound and then is, I think, almost blocked by his own player. And now look at this, Connaught still down the other end of the floor. And Opava take advantage of the extra man. It's an open look and it's knocked down again, and their outside shot has been good so far, has Opava. Up above 57% at the moment from the outside. The right-hand jump hook is no good. Defensive rebounds. And perhaps chance for a 2-for-1 here as well. Throws it back outside. No, they are just going to slow it down. Coriel, nice bounce pass. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite grab it, but Nanterre have given it away. And another two goes down. This time it's Dragoon with his first points of the game. It's just been sloppy from Nanterre, and the lead is up to 12 as Waters throws it out to Invenitsi right before the buzzer. It's no good. And what a start to life in the Basketball Champions League for Opava from the Czech Republic, making their debut in the competition. And after one quarter against the former FIBA Europe Cup champions, Opava have a 12-point lead, 28 points to 16.
Nebo horní hráč. Když se díváte, co se tady děje, on se vám pohne a je tady volná střela. 10 volná střela. To jsou trojky. Teď začneme osobně. Zase jdeme do zdvojení. Zahrajou, jdeme schodem.
Do druhé čtvrtiny na domácí sestavě Radek Kouřil, Rostia Drago, Radim Klečka, Honza Šatrlík a Mirek Lapil. Doma a hosté 11 Waters, 3 Juskevičius, 5 Konate, 13.
So the question will be whether Opava can continue the form they've just shown in that opening quarter as this game goes on. Like Athens, of course, winning the Basketball Champions League last year, beating Monaco in the final. 100 points to 94. Consop throws it up, and Palson knocks down his first from the outside today. Juskevičius has checked in for Nanterre. Mentioned right at the top that he's going to be someone to just keep a lookout for. As Palson has taken a knock, he's gone down holding his face. Just keep an eye on that one. The referee has stopped it. I think it's because it's a head injury. You can just see him holding his, might be his nose. Hopefully he's okay. Hauko Palson. Have another look at what happened. I think it was completely unintentional from Svandlik. No malice there. Seems okay as well. Man that signed from Colette in the summer. Oh, it's really well done on the defensive end, and Dragoon puts away the two. But again, it's just a little sloppy from the French side. Waters to Conat. Conat throws it out. Palsson, look at a three again, looking for back-to-back. Can't get it to go. Kvapil grabs the rebound. Strong rebounds from him. Klečka. Klečka throws up the two. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Klečka. Again, off target, but Nanterre not doing a good enough job on the glass at the moment. It's a third opportunity for Opava. Once again, the ball back in the hands of Klečka. The shot clock is down to 1. They've got to get it away. And I'm not sure whether he was aware that shot clock was counting down. In the end, he did well, actually, to draw the foul. And that's a silly foul to give away, really, from Lahau Konat. The buzzer was just about to go. They've sent them to the stripe for a chance for two. So Svandlik at the line. Only 24 years of age. He went to college in the States, Iona College in New York. He's kind of been away from home for some time as well. He went to the Canarias Basketball Academy in Spain when he was growing up. There's Waters. Lead is now up to 14. That's nice ball movement. Open three. Count it. Juskavicius is off and running. The Lithuanian. Throws one up from the foul line. Can't get it to go. They're just not boxing out well enough here, Nanterre. It's another offensive rebound for Opava. Kuriel. Into Kvapil. Kvapil, difficult shot, just doesn't get the roll. It's another offensive rebound. This will not be pleasing Pascal Donadieu on the sideline, that's for sure. Kvapil, another tricky right-hand jump hook. Can't get it to go. Finally, it's brought in by Corentin Khan. The new signing from Star of Charleville. Six offensive rebounds already for Opava. Have more offensive rebounds than Nanterre have had defensive rebounds. Juskavicius tried to bounce it through, just came off the leg of Jakub Sajina. Juskavicius. Shot clock is down to 4. Palsson throws up the mid-range 2. Can't get it to go. Last touch was off. Morin. So Opava will get it back with the lead still 11. Biggest lead so far has been 14 for the Czech side. Nanterre have never led in this game so far. He's trying to go coast to coast. He throws it up, and Sajina will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul goes on Armand Mensa, the young 19-year-old. I mentioned right at the top that it is only Dominic Waters who's over the age of 30 in their entire roster. I suppose it can go one of two ways, can't it? The fact that they're all young and fit and able to run the floor, but maybe just a lack of experience, a lack of leaders in this Nanterre side may just prove their downfall in this year's competition. Nice pass out to the corner, drives to the baseline. Draws the foul. Fourteen of their 34 points so far, Opava, have come from Nanterre turnovers. Mensah, Corentin Kahn into Gamble. Good ball movement this as Palson drives and is called on the travel and will turn it over. Palson thought he was fouled. Not happy with the call. Here's the Icelander. Drives inside, goes for the left-handed finish and gets it to go. Philippe Zbranek. Now Mensah, the lead is as big as it has been. There's still over 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. And again, it's another travel called, this time on Corentin Kahn. And the rather sloppy, lackadaisical nature that Nanterre have seemingly been playing with right from the get-go continues here. They're in danger of giving themselves a huge amount of work to do to get back into this one. Coril. Thought about the three, decides against it, drives into the lane, can't get the left-handed finish to go. Nearly an offensive rebound by Niadek. Nanterre just about managed to bring it away. Yeskavicius into Julien Gamble. Gamble can't get it to go. The putback is no good either. And Serena can bring it clear. Foul goes on Yeskavicius, who is protesting the decision. Serena, catch and shoot, just comes up short with the three. Connacht rather fortuitously actually pushes the ball into the path of Mensah, who goes coast to coast, throws it up. Great work by Armand Mensah. Gets the 2 and 1. So Serena checks out. 7 points, 3 assists already for Jakub Serena. As a timeout is called by the home side.
Dějte si ten hesitation a buď to napíchneš a Marťas bude volnej. Ale choďte kolem toho většího. Jo? A nebo Paroj strana. Pojďme to teď zahrát. Mensah udělá, Marťas to vyjde. Jo, Paroj strana. Hrajte teď jenom Paroj strana. Ale hrajte to pro sebe taky. Když to jde, napíchnout.
So Mensah looking to try and convert on the three-point play, which he does. Still Malton in this ball game. Still pretty much 5 minutes to go in this first half. The lead is 12. Nanterre will be looking to have a really good end to this second quarter. Try and get right back in within touching distance. They need to tighten up on the defensive end, that's for sure. There's the three from miles out, can't get it to go. They just need to protect their own board a little bit better than they are doing at the moment. Way too many offensive rebounds coming from Opava. Pascal Donadieu looking a little frustrated there. Mensa. Mensa, a little no-look pass to Konat, who very nearly fumbles it. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, tried one too many, I think, Mensa. I think he should have just thrown it up himself. Tried to throw it into Julian Gamble. I don't think Gamble was expecting it anyway. Coril. Tricky shot. Oh, but how easy did he make that look? Philippe Zabranek. Apologies, it was Martin Gniadek. Jaskevicius, that's a good pass. Don't get in Gamble's way. Makes the 2 and 1. So another chance for a three-point play here. You can just see it, had a bit of a tug of the right arm of Julian Gamble. So Opava don't have any more fouls to give. Nanterre have one. And he does make the three-point play. Leads back down to 11. Klečka. It's a really good game so far. Radim Klečka, it's a lovely pass into Gniadek, who hasn't missed yet. 5 for 5 from the field. He's up to 11 points personal. Jaskevicius, pick and roll by Gamble. Lovely bounce pass from Julian Gamble into Konat. Here's Cordial. Klečka. Gniadek for 3. Just as I said, he hasn't missed. Can't make from the outside. Here is Jaskevicius. Really difficult shot. Doesn't get the roll, the defensive rebounds. And now the fast break is on down the other end of the floor. Good transitional defense by Nanterre. Throws it away. Jaskevicius now. It's 3v2 for the time being. Sticks out his foot. Well, it's been some time since Opava, perhaps with a dominant force in Czech basketball. Their glory years in the early noughties, really. Late 90s, they won the Czech Championship in 97, 98, 2002, 2003. They also won 5 Czech Cup titles, 3 of them consecutively between 97 and 99. Here is Konat, throws it back outside. Mensa throws the 3, comes up short. Big rebound again. That is something that Opava have done much better than Nanterre today. Big Kvapil, which thrives in those kind of scenarios. Klečka did well to actually find Kvapil. He was off balance, falling away there, Klečka, but he still managed to find his teammate. Opava are doing a really good job of just not allowing Nanterre back into this game. The three from miles out is good. Hugo Invernizzi knocks it down. He's second from the outside today. And the lead is 10 now. We've got just over 60 seconds to go in this first half. Can Nanterre get this lead back down to single digits? Got possession back again after the turnover from Radim Klečka. Not sure what the officials are discussing here. Mensa. Into Invernizzi, throws it out. Open look at the three. Is no good. Tried to do his best. Helge Palsson to keep that ball in bounds. There's a good chance there for the visiting side to try and get this lead down to single digits. And with just under a minute to go, Opava have called timeout.
Na to, takový ztráty nemůžete nás vydřeme koni a pak hodíte. To musí být lepší uvolnění. Jo, musí tam být Larry, musí se jako druhé křídlo. To nejde. Zahrajeme starou pěst. Jo? Šířal si to vezme na svoji ruku. Tady je Klečou, tady je Míra, tady je Larry, tady Venca, Larry. Jo? Míro, vyběhneš. Pozor, on tě bude chtít vybouchat.
So the lead is 10. Drives to the baseline, throws it back outside. Did he keep it in bounds? He did just about, although that nearly was a backcourt violation. He did so well. And the three is knocked down. Well, it was one of the scrappiest team plays you'll see all season, but it still results in a three. Palsson drives again. Konat throws it up, difficult shot, was turning to his left-hand side, trying to shoot away with his right. They've got 7 seconds to try and advance it and have the final shot of this first half. Jakub Zorina drives into the lane, tried to pass it. They have got the shot away just in time. They can't get it to go. But they will look back on that first half as a hugely successful one. Opava, if you'd have offered them a 13-point lead at the start of this game after the first half, I'm sure they would have snapped your hand off for it. At half-time, Opava 45, Nanterre 32. Well, Opava started well, and every time it just looked as though Nanterre were perhaps just beginning to eat into the lead. Opava found another big shot from somewhere. So everyone will just shoot out and get some refreshments before the second half gets underway, but you can see how well Opava have shot the ball. 57% from 2, 45% from 3 as well. Haven't missed from the stripe. Rebounds have been good. Those 6 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds for Opava. That's been a big difference and why they have that 13-point advantage. They've had a lot of second looks, turnovers as well. Haven't really looked after the ball particularly well, Nanterre. 9 turnovers compared to just 3 for their opponents today. So really, all in all the stats pointing to Opava. Gniadek has 11 points, as well, a few of them are in to double figures. Radim Klečka has 10 as well. And Dragoon with a nice steal. Gniadek has lost the ball a couple of times, but Gniadek, Klečka into double digits, 11 points and 10. Stagina's had 7. And it's Hugo Invenizzi and Konat who lead the way for Nanterre. But Pascal Donadieu, well, he has a big half-time team talk coming up because it's not been particularly good so far from the French side. He will expect much better in this second half. Make sure you're back in around 10 minutes' time when that second half will get started.
dál, jdeš conit, jo, ten jde nahoru a ty, jak jsi odsolněnej, jdeš, pokračuješ, dáš zadní conu. A ten jde, ten papuje a máme tady střelce, tady a tady, jo.
Takže Martě skloní mě?
Jasně, a ty jdeš pojď. Teď to zahrajeme, šíře, budeme balon. Druhou akci, novou, můžete pět strana, jo, víme. Se singlu, dobré uvolnění máme. Jde zpátky, slona, přenos. Hoši předpokládají, budou se chtít vrátit do zápasu.
Amen!
Jo, obrana.
9 metrů, 13 pauza. A pětkou Konate, Udomanatý, Kuba Štětina, Honza Šlanderlík, Radim Klečka, Rostia Dragov a Martin Kňadek. A pojďme do toho.
So second half is up and running. Opava with a 13-point advantage coming into it. And it's Nanterre with the opening bucket of the second half. Dominic Waters knocks it down, but well, Nanterre were poor in that first half, there's no doubt about it. I would imagine Pascal Donadieu laid into his side a little bit at the break. Would have quite liked to have been a fly on the wall of that dressing room. And again, the sloppiness that we saw in the first half, we're seeing immediately in the second half as well. Really need to try and dominate the glass a little bit more, do Nanterre. Really out-rebounded. So many offensive boards from Opava, giving them plenty of second chance opportunities. 7 offensive boards in total for Opava, 11 defensive. Out-rebounded them 18-12 at the moment, the Czech side. Throws up the long two, air ball, but he manages to grab it, can't get it away. That's better from Julian Gamble, much stronger underneath there. So they've got the miss. Can they now make down the other end with Dominic Waters? Now Invenizzi, nice pass, Gamble, look out! Oh, I'm surprised the hoop is still standing as Julian Gamble throws it down two-handed. And for the first time in a long time, the lead is back down to single digits. It's a 9-point lead, and it's another miss from Opava. Here's Gamble again. Throws it out to Konat. Konat for 3. Just comes up short, doesn't get the roll. Tries to put it back, but was fouled on his way up. And Julian Gamble and Nanterre have certainly started this second half with a lot more intensity. The lead's already down to 9. It's an opportunity here to take it down to 7. It's a big dunk just a second ago from Julian Gamble. Konat into Dominic Waters, now Invenizzi. Invenizzi throws it out to the corner, Palsson feigns, comes inside, throws the 2, no good, rebound by Jakob Serena. Serena with the bounce pass, good transitional defense by Lahau Konat. Konat looking to go coast to coast. What a play by Lahau Konat. The lead is all of a sudden down to 7, and an offensive foul is called, and they'll turn it over again here at Opava. Well, Nanterre have gone out to a 6-0 run to open up this third quarter. Good work from Hauke Palsson. Amazing how quickly a basketball game can turn around, though. Here is Waters. Waters throws it out to the corner. Konarz comes in, nice little bounce pass. Can he get the shot away? On the reverse, he can. It's an 8-0 run to start off this third quarter as Yanis Morin puts it in. Signed from Le Mans this season, did Morin, who won the French Pro A-League last season with them. Just need to try and stop the rot here. Opava. Jakub Serena. I think everyone was expecting a response from Nanterre. They were expecting a response perhaps in the second quarter. It didn't come, but there's certainly been one to start off this third quarter. Jakub Serena up against Invernizzi. Serena looking to go to work, drives into the lane, great penetration from Jakub Serena. He's up to 9, and they needed that. It would have been a quick start from Nanterre, but first points on the board in this third quarter for the home side. Konarz, Palsson, now Waters. Oh, nearly had the steal. Palsson did well to keep hold of it. Konarz with 1 second left. No, needs to get it away. It's a 24-second violation. Great defensive possession from Opava. Donadieu and his backroom coaches not happy. Frank Le Goff and Philippe de Silva, the 2 assistant coaches for Nanterre, supporting Pascal Donadieu. Another turnover, though, for Opava. Said at the end of the first half how well Opava had actually looked after the ball, because Nanterre had quite a few more turnovers. I think it was 6 more turnovers in total in that first half than Opava. It's another opportunity here for the French side to eat into this lead. Konarz. Now Waters. Konarz again. Somehow, I was just about to say somehow able to keep hold of it, but in the end it does go out of bounds, and Opava will have it back. Serena, what a bounce pass that was! Oh, incredible rejection from Morin. Just arrived from nowhere. Massive right hand. Really tightened up out here of Nanterre. Perfectly timed from Yanis Morin, the 25-year-old. They need a little more of that. Huge presence of Dragoon. Invernizzi. Konarz. Konarz throws it out to the corner. Palsson drives to the baseline and banks in the 2. Lead back down to 5. Nice Serena. Serena just had a quick look up at the shot clock. Serena drives again. Oh, it's such a good finish with the left hands from Serena. Using every inch of the glass. Beautiful soft touch. Here goes Palsson. Manages to grab the offensive board. Morin. Konarz just about stays in bound. Invernizzi, now Waters. Waters for 3. Just can't get it to go, but Serena makes a bit of a hash of the rebounds. They'll come again here, Nanterre, with Waters. Waters, the little no-look pass to Morin. work again on the defensive end. What a defensive possession that was from Opava. Did take a little deflection from a Czech player, so Nanterre will keep it. They've only got 2 and a bit seconds left on the shot clock here. This was the finish down the other end from Serena. Look how high he had to get that to go over the defense. Still manages to get the soft touch, and this was the big block down the other end. It was kind of both of them together. And they need a quick inbounds. Passing shot, oh, he's done really well, Julien Gamble. That is a little bit sloppy from Opava, though. They've done so well initially in that possession. And in the end, Gamble will head to the line and shoot 2. Opava in the penalty already with 4 minutes and 14 seconds still left in this third quarter, so could be quite a few cheap trips to the stripe here for Nanterre. And he makes 1 from 2. So the lead is 6. So much more intensity on the defensive end note by Nanterre as the 3 comes in, the 3 goes down. And how Opava needed that just to create a little bit more of a cushion again. Ah, it's another big dunk from Gamble. Well, they're okay, Opava. They still have a bit of a cushion. It's still a 7-point lead. It's not as big as it was. Nice bounce pass through to Gamble, so a timeout called from the home side.
Nemůžeme, hoši. To nemůžeme jenom myslet, že něco nějak skončí, nějak útočně. Máme 5 faulů. Jestli to chceme zastavit, tak musíme postavit zónu. Nesmí střílet ti, co nemají. Doskočíme balón, zkusíme rychlý protiútok, ale pojďme to zecpat. Oni dají jednu příhru a smeč. Hrajme osobku, příhra, smeč. To není, vy jste na hrdiných nohou. Se musíte nastrát. Draghi střídá, jde tam klečou, jo, pojďme. Pojď.
Yeah, Julien Gamble's just beginning to play, isn't he, for Nanterre? He's up to 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists so far. Nanterre having to go without a few of their bigger names as well tonight, the likes of Demetrius Treadwell and Jeremy Songlin, as Julien Gamble again runs the floor, makes the 2, the lead back down to 5. Can he keep it in bounds? He can. They've got another steal here. Now Dominic Waters. Waters into Gamble. Didn't realise that he had Klečka just behind him. Gamble spins, drives, makes, and Julien Gamble. It's a bit of a one-man show at the moment for Nanterre, but all of a sudden, still with 3 minutes or so remaining in this third quarter, it's down to just a one-possession game, but he's fouled and won. Big-time play by Radovan Kuril. Managed to get the lead back down to a one-possession game, but Kuril, lovely finish, draws the foul. So Dominic Waters checks out, picks up his second foul. Converts on the three-point play. Lead back up to 6. Nanterre have never led in this game. They've been behind right from the get-go. And that first three-pointer went down from Radim Klečka. Into Gamble again. Gamble throws it back outside, extra pass to Konarz. Konarz draws the foul. And Opava in the penalty, remember. So Konarz makes both. He's up to double digits. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists so far for Lehau Konarz. It's another turnover for Opava. Certainly not as consistent in possession. Kirill called on the offensive foul, and it's an opportunity here again to get back to just a one-possession game. You see the left elbow go straight into the face of Paulson. Mensah, here is Paulson. Paulson, a little bounce pass to Gamble, fouled and one. And Gamble is turning it on out here. An opportunity to get back to within just one. And it's largely due to this man right here, Julian Gamble. Comes up short with the free throw. But even still, the lead is now just 2. He's fouled, can't make the 2. But the biggest leads has been 15 for Opava. They led by 13 at half-time. And just with 2 minutes left in this third quarter, they lead by 2. And he makes 1, so it's still just a one-possession game. Nanterre have no more fouls to give. Moscovicius into Gamble. This is the man they want on the ball. The man with the hot hand as Gamble throws it back outside. The shot clock is down to 1. Konarz manages to throw it up, can't get it to go. Out to the corner, throws the 3. No good. But he did well underneath. Bunyok. So Mensah picks up his 3rd. 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Nanterre, that foul brings them into the penalty, so Bunyok will head to the line and shoot 2. 5 points so far today. Just a reminder that in about 20 minutes' time, Une Toulon and Fribourg Olympic will be getting underway, the other 2 sides in Group B. So makes 1 from 2. Lead stretches to 4 again. You just sense this one is going to come right down to the wire. Already had so many great games yesterday. Konat into Gamble. Gamble throws it back outside. Extra pass out to Palsson. Palsson back out to Dominic Waters. Good ball movement by Nanterre. The shot clock is counting down. They can't get it to go. It's a pretty good defensive possession from Opava. Not allowing Nanterre any easy look as the three is thrown straight away. Gamble with a big defensive rebound this time. Miscavicius. Palsson, Waters into Gamble. Gamble double teams. Again, they're just searching for an easy shot. That wasn't an easy shot. Last touch was off Nanterre, so Opava will get possession back. Defended that perimeter well, have Opava. Certainly in that possession just there, they were searching for an easy look, but they just couldn't find one. Crowd doing their best to really get behind their team. They must be thrilled with what they've seen so far. And they still lead by 4, but an offensive foul with 16 seconds to go. And Nanterre have an opportunity to close the gap again, heading into that final quarter. So Konat checks out, and Venezzi comes in. There's Waters. Waters shoots the three, comes up way short. They've got 2 seconds to try and get the shot away from the half court, which they do. It's no good. Well, Opava still lead, that's the positive. The negative is their 13-point lead has turned into just a 4-point lead now. A good third quarter from the French side. And at the end of the third, Opava 57, Nanterre 53.
Takže když do ní půjdeme, tak to víme. Jo? Víme, že od té pětky vždycky bude chtít najet.
Well, you feel it mightily important here that Opava get off to a good start in this final quarter. It's one thing they didn't do in the third. Nanterre shot out to, it was an 8-0 run to kick-start that third quarter. They failed really to recover from that. If Nanterre can do likewise here, then you begin to fear for the Czech side, but they've done so well in this game so far. Leading by 4 in their debut season in the Basketball Champions League. Serena with an open look for 3 to get them off to a flyer. Can't get it to go. Waters throws the 2. Niadek with the rebounds. Now Jakub Serena again. Played with lots of aggression and penetration, Serena, today. Last touch was off Jeskavicius, so Opava will keep it still with 16 seconds on the clock. Klečka forgot to take the ball with him. Shot clock is down to 4. Jakub Serena draws the foul. Foul goes on Gamble, who was magnificent in that third quarter. Julian Gamble. Oh, open look for 3. Good rebound by Konat. And they've had a couple of uncontested looks from the outside to start off this fourth quarter. Serena and Dragun, neither of them able to make. So the lead stays at 4. Jaskevicius throws it outside. He's got all the time in the world in Vinitsi to knock this one down. He'll be furious with himself that he didn't. What a chance that was for Hugo Vinitsi. It's another one off target. Manages to keep it in bounds. And the foul is called. And Vinitsi not happy. Maybe a little bit of frustration. They didn't make the 3 previously. Serena, nice pass, and Jadek steps back. Now Serena for 3. Another one off target. Offensive rebound by Niadek, though, can't get it to go. And Vinitsi is able to bring it in. And in the end, Nanterre get the call. He was surrounded by 3 yellow shirts there, Vinitsi. I think he was probably pretty glad that the whistle went. Next week in Group B, only 1 game on the Tuesday. Of course, games every Tuesday and Wednesday. PAOK against Telekom Baskets Bonn next Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, next Wednesday, so a week today, Opava travel to Fribourg Olympic, and Nanterre have a home game against Iberostar Tenerife. I think they wanted to travel there, as Jaskevicius throws it up, and there's a little bit of afters between Gamble and Klečka. So the foul has gone on Klečka. I was looking at what was happening. You can just see the coming together. Gamble not happy. Put the hand out, Klečka immediately. Julian Gamble, not someone you want to get on the wrong side of. So they've got another 14-second reset. We've played nearly 2.5 minutes in this fourth quarter. Neither side yet to register a bucket. As Gamble checks out. Oh, they've stolen it as well. Klečka does well, can't get it to go. But is fouled, and he's okay. He took a big blow, though. Landed pretty awkwardly there. Great steal, wasn't it, from Klečka? It looked as though the ball wasn't going to keep up with him. Just watch as he falls. Just couldn't see, just clatters in. Fortunately, they are covered by those kind of supportive pads, but he certainly went into it with some force. One from 2. Finally, we have a point registered in this final quarter. The lead stretches to 5. Here is Waters. Konat. Klečka not happy with the call. Just does his protests with the referee. Crowd just getting more and more hostile, aren't they? This is what it's all about. Certainly over the last few years, the crowds, the atmospheres have been tremendous in this competition. You can really only see it getting better and better. Konards. Waters, extra pass. Don't think it's going to count. It's a 24-second violation. It's another good defensive possession from Opava. Entirely sure what Petr Judek was saying there. Turns 47 in about 3 weeks' time, does Petr Judek, the end of October. Just comes up short, grabs his own rebound though, Serena. Surrounded by green shirts, draws the foul. Well, they may have only scored 1 point in this fourth quarter, Opava, but I think they'll be pretty happy with how it's going at the moment because they've managed to restrict Nanterre. Nanterre still yet to register. Nanterre have no more fouls to give either. We've still got 6.5, well, just over 6.5 minutes to go in this final quarter. So they've got to be a little bit careful as Niadek steps back, throws the two, can't get it to go. Waters grabs the defensive rebounds. Skavicius back to Waters. Now in Venitzi, catches, shoots, Saw just doesn't get the roll, it was in and out. But they managed to draw the foul goes on Jakub Serena, and you can see with his reaction what he makes of that decision. Unlucky with the three, it looked like it was going to go down. Venitzi, have another go, sir. Oh, and another one exactly the same, but Morin grabs the offensive rebound, and finally Nanterre are off and running. Now neither side have any fouls to give over the course of the next 6 minutes. Giving it away as Morin, he's got to be careful that he doesn't foul. And the lead is now back to 1. 58-57. Good steal by Morin. Timeout has been called by Opava with a 1-point lead.
Je to na půl plynu, přihráváme Doudinaj, my jsme tam pomalé a proto oni získávají. Ten problém. Šířo, těžký bodíš. Už to zjednodušujeme, pálíme to kolem, nedáme. Jde Benca, jde Švanda, Larry jde místo Draghiho, jo? Šíza zůstává a
Play the post up with Spock. Okay? Okay? Hey! Et on enchaîne sur les Tigers après. Tigers, là-haut. Tigers, et après on joue inside.
Well, we're in for a thrilling finish here, folks. 58 points to 57, the lead. Three-point shot on the way, just comes up short. Morin grabs the rebound, straight into the hands of Dom Waters. 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist so far for Dominic Waters. And he went to the University of Hawaii and Portland State, has played all over the world, really. Dominic Waters, in Venitzi, throws it out, Konat for 3. The chance for Nanterre to take the lead for the very first time. But the foul goes on in Venitzi. His second. So Bunok heads to the stripe. 6 points so far to go with his 6 rebounds. Every single one of these absolutely crucial now for both sides. Makes 1 from 2. Morin grabs the rebounds. So still a 1 possession game. 59 points to 57 with just over 5 minutes to go in this final quarter. What a start to this year's Basketball Champions League. Waters drives himself, can't get it to go. Decided to try and finish with his right hand. Maybe would have been easier with his left. Jakub Zarina. 11 points so far for Zarina. Throws it outside. The 3 is on the way. Can it? Big time 3. Jurečka knocks it down. His first points of the game, and what a time to come to the party for Ludek Jurečka. They look to respond. Morin can't get it to go, and they grab the defensive rebound of Opava. Radovan Kuril. Kuril draws the foul. Foul goes on Morin. Well, has that 3 just taken the wind out of the sails of Nanterre? Good pass from Zarina. Knew he had to get the shot away quickly. He had the D bearing down on him. Kuril makes the first, and again, they've just got themselves a bit of breathing space. Lead back up to 6. Still, Nanterre have never been in the lead. They've got to within 1, and that is as far as they've got. 7-point lead with just over 4 to play. What can Nanterre find? Konat drives. Tricky shot, but makes it. Now can they get a stop down the other end? Zarina drives himself. Great penetration again. Jakub Zarina has 13. Trying to lead his side over the line here. Dominic Waters draws the foul. So Waters heads to the stripe, looking to try and get it down to a 5-point game once more. Can't get it to go. Just 7 points today for Dominic Waters. 3 for 8 from the field. Here is Kuril. Shot clock is down to 4. Kuril's got to try and throw it up here. And in the end, he does well to draw the foul. Looked as though he'd almost wasted too much time there, Radovan Kuril. In fact, they have got themselves into a bit of foul bother in this final quarter. Nanterre just means plenty of trips to the line. Just allows them to keep the scoreboard ticking over here, Opava. Makes both. And the lead's back up to 8 now. So Svandlik checks out. Miroslav Kvapil is the man who's come back into the game to go to work on the glass. Kvapil. Don Waters into Gamble. Gamble feints. Great work. Well, Ludek Jurečka has made one big block and one big three-pointer since he's come on. Just looking to try and take the sting out of the game here, Opava. Tick down as many seconds as they can. drives, good pass, easy two. Miroslav Krapil is up to 6, and the lead is back up to double digits. 70 points to 60. It's been a great response by Opava ever since it looked as though Nanterre perhaps were just about to make their move. Opava have turned on the style again. This has been a really good game to watch, and a timeout has been called by Pascal Donadieu.
Já bych nechodil vůbec slonit. Hrajte si to tak, jak to hrajete. Jo? Oni samozřejmě faul, ale pozor, získat balon, když můžem.
Just about 2.5 to go. Plenty of time left still here for Nanterre, but they need to get a move on at some stage as Jaskevicius knocks down the 2. Can't afford just a trade though. Need to try and get a few stops as well. Serena, great play by Jakub Serena. Manages to draw the foul, gets the high fives. So Serena heads to the line. 13 points in the game so far. Only Julian Gamble has more on the floor. Makes them both up to 15. Lead back to 10. Here's Dominic Waters. Waters out to the corner. Gamble comes, sets the pick, allows the open 3, and Jaskevicius knocks it down just to keep Nanterre in touch. 72 points to 65. Radovan Kuril from the foul line, throws it up. Oh, what a touch. The little teardrop from Kuril. They've got an answer for everything at the moment, the Czech side. Jaskevicius again, Dominic Waters now. Waters called on the travel, and Opava will get possession back with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. You can see the anguish on the coaching staff of Nanterre. It has not been their day today. We've seen glimpses of what they can offer. Well, they've come up against an inspired Opava side, making their Basketball Champions League debut. Waters throws it up from 3-point range. Paulsen grabs the rebound. Now Jaskevicius for 3. No good. As Janečka brings the rebound down. And once again, they can just slow it down. It's a 9-point game. You never know. Points difference come the end of the regular season in February could be oh so important. Air ball. Manages to keep hold of it. Oh, did it hit the rim? Was it a violation? Yeah, they will keep it here, Opava, sorry. Well, the crowd know that it's done. Throws up the 3 from miles out, can't get it to go. And Gamble with perhaps one final opportunity as Waters makes the layup. But that will be that. And it is the dream start to the Basketball Champions League for Opava. Their debut season in this wonderful competition. And I'm not sure too many people gave them too much hope today against Nanterre. But right from the get-go, they looked up for it. And it finished Opava 74, Nanterre 67. Opava off to a winning start in Group B. Well, you've got to look after your home court. That goes without saying. No matter what level of basketball you play, but especially when you're traveling around Europe and having to go on long flights to various countries, you need to take advantage of the fact you're playing on your doorstep in front of your home support. And that is exactly what Opava have done. Second in the Czech League last year. And they're off and running in this year's Basketball Champions League. Nanterre will be disappointed because when they got back to within just one, it looked as though they would probably go on and win it from there. But you've got to give this Opava side great credit because they kept fighting, and every time Nanterre asked them a question, they had the answer. And if their games continue to be as exciting and dramatic and thrilling as that throughout the season, well, these home fans are in for a bit of a treat over the course of the next few months. This is what's great as well. They'll all go and high-five the fans and really appreciate them coming as we take a look at the stats. Well, Nanterre shot the two better, but the three-point shot was a little off today, just 5 from 20 from distance. Opava were good from the stripe as well, making over 80% of their free throws. They out-rebounded Nanterre, especially in that first half. 22 defensive rebounds, just 17 for Nanterre. They looked after the ball better again, especially in the first half. And it was really Nanterre's sloppy start to this game that's cost them. Serena led the way with 15. Gamble led the way for Nanterre with 14. 7 rebounds for Bunov, 6 assists for Serena as well. He had a great game, Jakob Serena. Gamble had a couple of steals. He was great, Julian Gamble. He did his best, especially in that third quarter, to try and drag his side back into it. But it was all just a little too late for this French side. But they will party into the night. A side full of Czech players, which is incredibly refreshing in this day and age. Haven't felt the need to draft in big money foreign players. And kids like that watching will think, well, if they can do it, why can't I perhaps one day pull on the Opava shirt? So just to give you a heads up of what's coming next in the Basketball Champions League, as I said, next week, only one game on Tuesday in Group B. That's his PAOK take on Telecom Baskets Bonn. So 3 games taking place on Wednesday. Fribourg Olympic are taking on Opava, so Opava on the road next Wednesday. Umanerea Venezia taking on Unet Holon. And Nanterre back in France. Nanterre at home to Iberostar Tenerife. And if you want to watch more action from Group B, then you can do, because Holon and Fribourg are, 6 minutes into their first quarter. And currently Holon leading by 10 points to 8 there. But thanks for your company tonight. The Basketball Champions League up and running, and it is the perfect start for Opava.